Hello guys, and again welcome to the LM podcast, and I'm your host Lalit Sharma. So guys, as you have already know that I have changed my podcast genre to the marketing and writing mainly. And I will not even talk about marketing as much because it is just a byproduct. But the main point or the main focus of our podcast from now on would be about writing, copywriting, and how to actually influence through your writing. There are many writers or content creators and many people who can use these tricks and methods to create a good content and to leave an impact on their audiences. And as I have already mentioned in my description that I will not only talk about writing as a whole because it will just leave a I'm sorry, it will not leave much space for me to talk about. So yeah, my 60% of the content would be about writing and copywriting, but the other 40 would be about marketing, entrepreneurship, starting businesses, and all of those things that are related to writing, is money, earning money, business, and startups. Because even as a writers, our main motive would be about being a good marketer to promote our writing, to influence others, or to start a business or create a personal brand. So all of these things are just connected, but we will just pick a niche that is writing. But we cannot leave other things that are related to it, like marketing, businesses, startup, and other things that will help you to become a good entrepreneur or a writer or anything that is related to writing. So, guys, my today's topic is about how to influence others with just a single thing. And I will mainly talk about one single step or one single thing that you can apply in your life to become a good writer. Because if I will just tell you three and four things in a podcast that you will just forget after leaving my podcast, that is not going to help you at all. But if I tell you one single actionable advice that you can apply right away in your life, then you will remember it and you can see the impact of it as I have already seen myself. I have seen that whenever I hear or read a story, it leaves an impact on me and I remember them a lot. For example, before I just used to read a lot of things and I used to read a lot of copy. And if you don't know what a copy is a sales page, a newsletter, or that are created to sell. So copy are those writings that are created to sell something. It can be a newsletter, it can be a sales page, it can be anything that is used to sell something through writing. So yeah, when I used to read a lot of copies and I used to read a lot of books and other things, what made me real I'm sorry, what made me remember those things or those lessons were stories. What made me have an impact on my life was those stories that were told inside those copies and those books and those blogs. So, why I'm talking about it? I'm talking about it because if you want to leave an impact, if you want to influence, if you want your audience to take some kind of action, you can be anyone, you can be a video creator, you can be any kind of content creator. If you want to engage your audience, what you can do is you can just talk in stories. When you write stories, when you share some kind of stories, when you share some kind of personal experiences in stories, people will remember it a lot. People will understand where you are coming from. People will connect with you a lot. People will know that why are you doing something, where are you coming from, and they will remember the lessons even more. They will know and realize that why are you saying something and what's the point of that story, and they will remember it better. So if you are a content creator or if you are any kind of writer or if you are just anyone, try to talk in stories, try to add stories to whatever you are saying or writing. Because when you write in stories, when you write some kind of stories in your writing or in your videos or in any kind of content, then people will connect with you a lot. they will remember those things a lot and they will take actions or the right actions that you want. And any kind of influence technique that you are using, don't use it in a wrong way. Yeah, it can be used in a wrong way, but don't use it. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I expect from you as well. Because anything good can be used as a bad as well, as a bad tool as well, but I would never suggest doing something that harms other. So if you are learning to influence, if you are learning to market, don't use those techniques in a bad way. Be a good guy, influence those people in a good way, and sell your things or your content in a good way. So that's all for today's episode. And if you liked it, please share with your friends, family, people you love and care about. Thank you again. And please subscribe, share, and like my podcast. Thank you.